If you're worried about knee arthritis and you're looking for some ways to slow it down, then this video is perfect for you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today I'm going to be revealing 5 secret ways to slow down knee arthritis. Now, knee arthritis is a really common problem. I see it all the time in my clients who are over 50. It's one of the most common problems that I treat. And basically, knee arthritis is categorized by wear and tear of the cartilage within the knee joint. Now, the cartilage is a substance that we find within the joint. We find it underneath the kneecap in this gap here. We find it between the two bones here, the femur and the tibia. And basically it's like a lubricant and a shock absorber, and it helps with the normal health and function of the joint. Now, as we get older, what happens is the cells that take away cartilage become more active, and the cells that lay down new cartilage become less active, and therefore you end up with a net loss of cartilage. And if you lose cartilage, then basically your joint can become stiffer, it can become weaker because the muscles around it don't work as well. The capsule in the joint makes everything quite tight, so people often develop morning stiffness and limitations to their movement, and it can cause a lot of pain, especially on weight-bearing exercise like walking. So knee arthritis is a big problem, but there are 5 easy ways that anyone can employ to slow down the problem, and I'm going to take you through them now and explain how they work. Now, the first secret way to slow down knee arthritis is to stretch your calves. Now, your calves are the muscles that make up the lower leg. There are 2 main muscles that make them up. We call them the gastrocnemius and the soleus. And the gastrocnemius, the big one in the calf, that actually crosses over the back of the knee joint. It attaches to the femur here, and if it's tight, it's going to pull down on the femur and compress the area inside the knee. So stretching this muscle, keeping it flexible, is key to preventing knee arthritis. I have one great stretch to show you for this, and you're going to see it on the screen now. So with the calf stretch, what you're going to do is you're going to put one foot behind the other. You're going to have your back leg straight, and this is the leg that's going to be stretched. You want to keep your heel on the floor, and you want to put your other leg forward. You're going to bend your front knee, keeping the back heel on the floor, and you should feel a stretch in your calf muscle. You're going to hold it for about 30 seconds and repeat that a few times a day on each side. It's a great way to prevent knee arthritis from getting any worse by taking some pressure off the knee. Now, the second secret way to slow down knee arthritis is to keep your quads strong. Now, your quad muscles are the muscles at the front of the thigh. They're the ones that are responsible for keeping your knees straight when you stand and when you walk. If we're going to look at them on the model, this is the knee joint. The quads live here, up here. Okay, so they attach to the kneecap, and then the kneecap has a tendon called the patellar tendon that attaches to the shin bone. So if your quads aren't strong, you don't have much supporting your kneecap, and you don't have anything to keep your knee straight, which means there's more stress going through the knee joint. So if we can strengthen up the quads, that takes away stress from the joint and it improves the function of the knee. Now, there's a great exercise I can show you in a minute that will help you with quad strength, but there are hundreds of quad exercises you can choose from. The key is to pick one that doesn't hurt, one that you enjoy doing, and one that you can do consistently. I'm going to show you the straight leg raise for quad strength because it's one of my favorite exercises now. You can see it on the screen right now. And basically this exercise involves lying down on your back. You have one knee bent and you have the other knee straight. And the one that's straight is the one that's going to be working. You're going to pull your toes up towards you and slowly lift the leg straight up in the air, and then slowly allow it to come back down. Now, when I'm doing this exercise, I only take the leg up probably about 45 or 50 degrees. You don't need to go right up to 90, and then coming down should be slower than going up. Now, for this exercise, what you want to do is keep repeating until you get a working ache at the front of the thigh. Once you've got that working ache, you know that you've worked out your quads, and it's a great exercise for quad strength, especially for people who already have some arthritis in their knee. Now, it's important to say the straight leg raise is not a good exercise for people who have sciatica, and it's not a fantastic exercise for everyone with back pain. Some people find it aggravates it. So if you have either of those problems, please exercise caution when doing the straight leg raise. Now, the third secret way to slow down knee arthritis is to maintain a full range of knee movement. Now, most people think, oh, because I've got arthritis, my knee is just automatically going to get stiff and there's nothing I can do. And that's actually a long way from the truth. If you have knee arthritis, it's the arthritis that causes the knee to get stiff, and that's happening because you're not taking it through its full range of motion enough. So if we do start taking it through its full range of motion, we can actually inhibit a lot of that stiffness. So I'm going to show you an exercise right now that you can do. It's really simple. It's great for people who already have a bit of a stiff or a sore knee. It's super easy to do. You lie on your back, you have one leg straight, and the other one you're just going to bend by sliding your heel up towards your bottom. You can do this from your bed at home, or you can do it on the floor if you prefer. Basically, you keep repeating this movement. Each time you pull your heel up towards you, you're just trying to get it an extra few millimeters, a bit closer to your bottom. Because if you push it a little bit more and a little bit more, you will eventually increase your range of motion. So do this exercise morning and night if you can. I usually recommend to my clients they spend about 30 seconds to a minute on each leg each time, and then that usually brings some good results over a period of a few weeks. Now, the fourth secret way to slow down knee arthritis is to build strength in your glutes. Now, the glutes are the muscles that live at the back of the hip, and you might be thinking, well, what do the glutes have in common with the knee? Why do they need to be strengthened up? And the answer to that is that the glutes are one of the most important muscles when it comes to knee health. And the reason they're so important is because the glutes control the alignment of the femur, and the femur is your thigh bone. So this here is the femur, and if you've got weak glutes, what happens is the femur crosses inwards very slightly. And remember, your shin bone still has to go downwards, so that means we've got a funny angle here at the knee and a lot of stress on the inside of the knee. So if you have arthritis developing on the inside of your knee, strengthening your glutes is a massive key factor to improving the problem. You can also strengthen the glutes to help with patellofemoral arthritis, so arthritis around the kneecap too. I'm going to show you a great glute exercise now for people with knee arthritis who want to slow it down. It can be done just before you walk or just before you leave the house. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to stand up really straight with your back totally straight, because we want to isolate just the glutes. You're going to rock over onto one leg, so all your weight's going through the leg that isn't going to be worked. And then you keep your other leg straight, you take it out to the side and ever so slightly behind you. Now, as you do this, you should find that your glute muscle in the hip activates. You should be able to see it in the image now that you're seeing. And you're going to keep your toes pointing forward. We don't want to turn our toes out towards the side. We want to keep them pointing forward. And you're just going to keep repeating until you start to get a working ache in the back of the hip. That's a good sign. That means you've worked the glutes. For most people, they don't have to do tons of these before the glutes start to switch on. And strengthening up the muscle in this way is a fantastic way to slow down arthritis. And then the fifth and final way to slow down knee arthritis is to make sure you are at a sensible weight. Now, if you are overweight, it's just the law of physics that more force is going through your knee joint, and this increase in mechanical stress on the knee has been linked to acceleration of arthritis. So if we get people losing weight, then arthritis will, as a result, slow down as well, because there'll be less stress on the knee. So in terms of how much weight you need to lose to feel a difference, most people actually notice less stress on their knees after just 4 or 5 pounds of weight lost. If you're very overweight, you might need to lose a bit more before you start to feel the benefits, but it's so worthwhile if you're worried about your knees, and it can be absolutely shocking how much pain can be reduced and how much arthritis can improve if people start to lose weight. Now, I have a video on my channel, which you can see above, which is all about how to safely lose weight when you're in your 50s and beyond, which might be useful, so feel free to follow that link there. But basically, keeping yourself at a sensible weight is vital, and you can do that through gentle exercise like walking and diet. So with your diet, you want to be in a slight calorie restriction, which we talk all about in the other video. So anyway, those are my 5 secret ways to slow down knee arthritis. I hope that video has been useful. If you've enjoyed it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below because I love reading your comments. And if you want to get more from me, you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and you can find it on Amazon using the link below. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next one.